everyone. Good evening. Welcome to your very own favorite channel. Yes, hi Nirav, Sirisha, Shreyasi, Sanju, Prasha, Vaibhav, Harsh, Defina. Good evening. Hi Pramukta, Ayushi. Good evening everyone. Hi Neera. Yes, Mahi, Vaibhav. Yes, hello again. You're meeting again, yes? Hi Pinky, Dilip, Dhaval. Yes everyone, so we know that mission midterms, the new series has started, and today we have our one-shot session on this topic, triangles and its properties. I remember, I think just yesterday also you were asking me to come up with a session on triangles, yes? So in just one session we will be covering the entire chapter, yes? Isn't that great? In just a span of 1 hour or let's say 45 minutes, we'll be covering all the concepts that we have in this chapter. So be ready with your notebooks and pens. Yes. If you have any doubts, you know that you can always ask here. You can always post your doubts in the chat section. And wherever I'm telling you some important points, please jot them down. Yes. Hi, Apsara. I'm doing good. Thank you. Yes, Abhishek. I know that you were there. Yes, Vaibhav. Diya, Pramukta. Yes, Prisha. You have doubts? So that's great. Now you can get all your doubts clarified here. Yes, Shreyasi, Mukesh, Geeta, Radhika. I saw Bilva Sai as well. Yes, is Bilva Sai here? You're attending the class after quite some time. It's been a few days, yes? Yes, Pragati, new students are here. MG Parvez, 41 on 45, 19.5. Wow, that's amazing. Yes, we are meeting again. So before we properly start with the session, an important update for you. So we are conducting ANTHE. So that's Akash National Talent Hunt Exam. The link for this is there in the description. Go register for it. It's absolutely free. It's for classes 7th to 12th. Whether you are a current student or you are a passed out. It's okay. And the best thing is what all we are getting here, up to 100% scholarship. Obviously all India ranks, because students from all over the India would be participating in this. So you can know your potential. There would be cash rewards on 4 mock ANTHE tests. Mock tests you all know, they're really helpful, right? Even when you come up here for a quiz, then also you say that, I mean, it was really fruitful. Also, you can win an all expenses paid trip to NASA. I think that's the best part of it, isn't it? So this exam is conducted once a year. That's in November in both the modes, online as well as offline. Online exams are held between 5 to 13 November and offline between 6 to 13 November. So quickly register for it if you haven't yet. How many of you actually registered for ANTHE? Yes? Registration, link is there. Yes, Ayushi. 20 on 20. Wow, 28.5. Diya has registered. Ayushi has registered. Defina, Radhika. Thank you, Radhika. Yes, Nayara. I'm not kidding. So link is there. You can register for that. No, only one double. Either offline or online. Doesn't matter whether it is ICSE or CBSE. And I know you have a lot of confusions regarding the syllabus. Don't worry, we will come up with a session on that as well. We will give you the clarity, what it is. Yes, Harsh, Bilva Sai. Wow, 39 on 40. That's great. I feel so glad when I hear that you all are scoring such good marks. Yes, hi Gopi. And you know that we have started with this series. And why we started with this series? Because we want you to ace your examinations. We want you to score 100%. And for that, there has to be some plan, right? So what is the plan for next 45 days? There are going to be chapter revisions in one shot. And of course, notes would be shared in the PDF format over the Telegram channel. For that, we have a dedicated Telegram community for 6 to 8 graders. Please, link is there in the description. Join it if you haven't yet. Thank you, Bebav. It means a lot. It's okay, Dhaval, even if you are weak in math. First of all, stop thinking that I'm weak in math. Yes? Alright, and mock tests, complete chapter quiz would be there, important exam focused questions we would be discussing, one-shot marathons, live doubt solving sessions. I think this is something you asked us a lot many times and we came up with that as well. And we will be coming up with some more live doubt solving sessions. But we just want one thing from you. If you have any doubts in any of the chapters, doesn't matter whichever chapter it is, you can always post those doubts. Here, the link for the Google form is given in the description. Go to that, post your doubt. And it's there in the, whatever sessions we are doing, the link would be there. So subscribe to the channel because you are getting a complete package over here. We do not want you to miss on any new updates from us. So quickly subscribe the channel. Yes, Some new students over here. Khushbu, one more Khushbu we have here. Yes, Khushbu. You can address me whichever way you want to. That's so sweet. So Khushbu is new here. So many new students I saw here today. Yes, Niera. Everyone, quickly subscribe to the channel. Share the link of the video with your school friends also. Yes, with your friends as well. They can also join the session. It's okay, Rakesh. We haven't started with properly with the session yet. Nisha. Yes, Nisha is new here. Yes, everyone. Dia has shared the link of the video with her friends. Wow. It's not like that, Niera. Don't think that. Yes, everyone. Quickly. Subscribe the channel. Share the link of the video. Quickly give me thumbs up smileys. How many of you actually shared it? ICSC 7. So Mahi, moreover, the course for maths is more or less the same, right? Concepts are same. It's just that the questions might be little twisted or only the language changes, digit changes. Rest things remain the same. Dhaval, so basically I'll be discussing the formula sheet at the end. Yes. Whatever we have done. Yes, I can see lots of smileys here. Ayushi, Rakesh, Sirisha. When I register, it asks roll number. Yes, so fill in all the details, whatever it is asking. It is asking for. Yes, Nayara, it is stucking. Try it again. 5 minutes is too long, Dilip. You have... Yes, everyone. Mahi, I think our team should be able to help you with that. All right. So, I think, yes. Oh, your Masi's name is Khushbu. Wow. Rubik's Cube. That's interesting, right? All right. So, I think let's not waste any more time here. Let's get started with the session. So, we know that it is about the triangles. Now, look at all these over here, right? We can see the pyramids. You can see the bridge over here. You can see the Museum Louvre as well, right? If you carefully observe this, they all have a common shape in them. Yes? What is that common shape? Correct, Defina, Mukesh, right. It's the triangle. We can see that triangle is a common shape amongst all of them. Yes, Apsara. Yes, Ritika is also here. Now, look at all these. This reminds me of something. You also feel like eating them? Yeah? So here, this also has a common shape. Yes, they all are triangular in shape. So if I talk about triangle, before we start with it, let's first talk about the basic terminology that we use that is associated with triangles. So we have a triangle ABC here. Nice. For some people, it reminds of nachos, bingo triangles and all, yeah? Yes. So this is the triangle and we know that this has got 3 sides. What are those 3 sides? That is AB. Yes, this is AB over here. This is BC and this is AC. These are the 3 sides of this triangle, right? Correct. Yes, Harsh. 3 sides, 3 angles, 3 vertices. Good one. When we talk about the vertices, so these 3 corners you can see where the 2 sides are meeting actually at a point. These are the 3 vertices. A, B and C are the vertices of this triangle. Yes. We will not say no Neera. We use the word vertices for it. Yes. Yes. Yes, Pragati. Absolutely. Correct. And we can see that on these vertices, we could see that it is forming angles. So 3 angles are formed. That is angle BAC, angle ABC and angle ACB. See, whenever we are naming angles, either we write it this way, angle A, angle B, angle C. And another way, when you write it in the proper form, when I'm mentioning about angle A has to be in between. So you can write angle BAC or you can say it as angle CAB. That is also correct. But that angle, particular angle has to be in between. That letter has to be in between. Yes, Pragati, you can. That's the meeting point, right? Yes, instead of corner, we say vertices, right? That's the terminology that you use for math. Correct. So we have understood what sides are, what vertices are. This has got 3 angles also. All right. So now what is a median of a triangle? How many of you actually know about median? See, a triangle, this has 3 medians. This is my triangle ABC. So median is basically a line segment that joins a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. No, diagonal is not the right word, Pramukta. You cannot say diagonal. right? Because diagonal joins the non-consecutive vertices. Here, if you see, all the vertices are going to be consecutive only, whichever you pick, right? So you cannot use the word diagonal for it. Yes, one vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Like you can see here, D, E, and F, these are the midpoints of sides, BC, AC, and AD respectively. So these are the midpoints. Let's join this AD, this CF, this BB. All these are nothing. These are the medians for this triangle ABC. Do you know that median of a triangle divides the triangle into exactly 2 equal halves? Yes, correct, Ayushi. Radhika is saying it's not triangle, it's nachos. Yes. ABC, CBA. Yes, Prishu. Prisha, I'm sorry. Ma'am, is triangle consistent of a triangle? In a triangle, you cannot draw the diagonals, right? Diagonals are not possible here. All the triangles have the same area. In this one, are you talking about? See, it depends what type of a triangle it is. Whether it's a scalene triangle, it's an isosceles triangle, it's an equilateral triangle. If it is equilateral, every median, obviously it will have 3 medians. Every median will be dividing it into exactly 2 equal halves. In that case, obviously, all the smaller triangles will have equal areas. But not in the scalene one, yes. Difference between a triangle and a median. Median is a part of a triangle, right? So, let me just explain it to you in a simpler way. This is my triangle, right? A, B, C. Okay, let me draw this here. This is my triangle A, B, C. Now, as per the statement, a median is a line segment. It's a line segment that joins a vertex. Let's say this is my vertex. A is a vertex. To the midpoint of the opposite side, which is the side opposite to it, nearer, it's BC. And let's say D is the midpoint of BC. So, median is the line segment that joins this vertex A with this midpoint D on the opposite side. That AD is the median. Now the area of this triangle ABD and this triangle ACD is going to be equal. Median divides the area of triangle into exactly 2 equal parts. Median means it divides exactly half. Yes, Ananya, it divides. Yes, any doubts? Which looks like but not a median at the midpoint. Are we talking about, okay, I got it, Ritika, what you're talking about. We will be talking about that after this median. Yes. Clear, Radhika? Yes. Neera, I hope your doubt is clear now. Yes, Dhaval. In case of equilateral triangles, yes it is. In case of isosceles triangles as well. If it is an equilateral triangle, yes, Apsara, we can say that. If it is isosceles, we can say, yes, we can say that in that case. Yes, Pramukta. All right, I hope this is clear. Congruence, don't worry, we will talk about that as well. Yes, Defina says clear, Surisha says clear. All right. No, it's just a triangle, not a prism. Yes, Pratiksha, Harsh, everyone. So everyone is saying this is clear. I can see thumbs ups here. Mukesh, Radhika, Rakesh, Prisha. What we called when medians. Okay, so this is something that it's not a part of your syllabus, but let me just tell you for asking. When all the 3 medians are meeting at a point, you call that, Pramukta, your question. That's a centroid where all the 3 medians are meeting. Yes, I hope I've answered to your question. Full on clear best 2, yeah? Great, this is clear to everyone. I can see lots of thumbs up, smileys here. Yes, don't get confused with this term centroid. I was just telling you, just like that because she asked this thing. But it's not a part of your syllabus, so don't worry about that. Yes, Aryan Gaming, Shrisha. Wow, swimming class. Yes, Sagar, clear. Let's move ahead to the next one. So till now we talked about the sides, angles, vertices. We talked about median. Now another term is altitude. What is that? Many times I have seen students getting confused between median and altitude. And they use them interchangeably, although there is actually a big difference between them. Yes, what is the difference? Okay, so this is my triangle ABC. Okay, now I'm talking about the altitude. Let's say D, E, and F, these are the midpoints of these are the points here. Yes, on these sides. Now this AD, this BE that you can join, you can see over here, the CF. These are the altitudes of triangle ABC. Yes, altitudes. When we say altitudes, see, altitudes are not medians, right? This angle is 90 degree. Altitude means that particular line is perpendicular. I hope you all are aware of this term perpendicular. Like this is a line segment here on this one is perpendicular, this 90-degree symbol. All of them are perpendicular. These are altitudes. But I tell you something, altitudes are not medians. But when we talk about an equilateral triangle, especially in case of equilateral triangle, when all the sides are of equal length, right? In that case, your altitude will be dividing the side on which it is drawn into exactly two equal parts. There you can say that it was acting as a median as well, right? I hope this is clear to you. Don't get confused. Altitudes and medians are different. Medians divide the triangles into exactly two equal parts. Altitude, although they don't do that, that's a special case for equilateral triangle. But yes, on whichever side it is drawn, that angle is 90 degree. Give me thumbs up if this is clear. You have this clarity between altitude and the median. Yes. Yes, Harsh. So if I talk about a right angle triangle, when you say that this, okay, let me just, you are saying one arm is the altitude, you can call that altitude. You can call that perpendicular. This has got different names in maths, yes? Yes, Defina? Altitude and medians, yes, they are different. Altitude is a perpendicular drawn from a vertex, absolutely, on the opposite side. Like I have this triangle, let's say this is triangle ABC. So from this vertex A, if I draw an altitude to the opposite side, that means I'm drawing a perpendicular on the opposite side. Yes, but that does not mean it is dividing the opposite side into exactly two equal halves. Especially it happens in case of equilateral triangles. Yes. Yes, everyone, any doubts? See, yes, Prisha, like you are asking, symmetry will only be there when your triangle over here is equilateral. Let's say your triangle over here is isosceles. Yes, you can say it is the distance between the vertex and the opposite side. Perpendicular distance. You can specify. It's the perpendicular distance. Yes, Ritika, Harsh. Any doubts? Paramjeet. Ritika, yes. So altitude is what? That's the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance between the vertex and the opposite side here. Like AD is the altitude, it's a 90-degree angle. Correct? And here from B, if I draw a perpendicular to the opposite side, so here BE is the perpendicular. But you cannot always say that it will divide the side into exactly two equal halves. Right? So don't consider altitude as a median until unless it's a equilateral triangle. Yes, Niyara, I explained the median again for you, yes. Just a couple of minutes before, that median is basically, there is a difference. When I say median, that is also drawn from a vertex to the opposite side. Altitude is also drawn from a vertex to the opposite side. So what is the difference? Median divides the side into exactly two equal halves. It divides the triangle into exactly two equal parts. Altitude doesn't do that always, right? Altitude is basically the perpendicular. It will be 90 degree. Median will not always be 90 degree. Median could be like this also. Let's say this is my triangle. Median can be like this also. This can also be a median. Right? But this is not an altitude. Make sense? Midterm answer sheet. How to do that? Yes, Ritika? Yes, in an acute angle triangle, all the altitudes will lie inside the triangle. Correct, Apsara. Now we have the clarity between the altitude and the median. Yes, Niyara. Yes, everyone. Come on, quickly give me thumbs up, smileys in the chat if this is clear. Yes, Pramukta, I just saw your comment. My question. Yes, Harsh. Defina says yes. Prisha, Ritika. BYJU'S sheet. Defina, yes. Niyara. Yes, everyone. Ashok, crystal clear. Ritika, yes, everyone. Great. Lots of... Now I can see that the chat is flooded with so many emojis here. Great. So till now we talked about the sides, vertices, angles. We talked about median. We talked about altitude of a triangle. Now look at this map of the world. Here, now let's zoom into it. What we can see. I hope you all will be able to relate to this. We have heard a lot of stories about this, a lot of mysteries, right? This place is actually located in the Atlantic Ocean. And between you can see here, between the Bermuda, Florida and Puerto Rico. This place is the busy shipping route in the world. I'm sure you must have heard a lot of stories about it. So can you see the exact region on the map? If you see this region over here, this is surrounded by 3 line segments, which is called the Bermuda Triangle. Yes. Yes, Abhishek, you're right. Even I have heard a lot of stories about it. Yes. Correct. So if you see, this is also a triangular over here. That's why a triangular region is formed. We call this Bermuda Triangle. Yes, Prasha, you can see over here in this map clearly. A triangle is formed. You can see the line segments over here, right? Correct. Now, when we talk about the... Yes, correct, Prasha. So Radhika, after the session, just Google that. You will find a lot of stories about it. Yes. So here, if you talk about the interior of the triangle, right? So in the interior of the triangle, what we can see here is that we've got three angles. First is this triangle over here, this angle over here. This angle BAC, this one. Another one is this angle ABC and this angle ACB. These are the three interior angles of this triangle. Yes. Now, you all know about the angle sum property of a triangle, correct? Quickly. Yes, we all know that sum of all interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, correct? So angle BAC, angle ABC and angle ACB, if I add all them up, it's going to be equals to 180 degrees, right? But have you ever thought about the reason? Why is this all the sum of the angles of a triangle? Why is this actually equals to 180 degree? What could be the reason behind it? Okay, you're talking about the polygon. Yes, but that is for sum of all the... Yes. Another way. Now let's try to visualize it. Okay. So we have these three angles, angle A, angle B and angle C, right? You can see the angles here. Now let's add up all these angles. So once I add up all these angles, right, I keep them together. What do I see? I see that it's forming a straight line here. It's forming a semicircle. And we know that a semicircle, a straight line, that is of the measure 180 degree. That is the reason the sum of all the angles of all the interior angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degree. Yes, when we joined it, it forms a semicircle. Yes. Correct. I hope this is clear. Yes. Come on. Now that we have visualized it, we have understood why this is actually equals to 180 degrees. Yes, Harsh, Ritika, right. Prisha, yes. Gopi. Nayara, it's stucking for you. Nayara, please refresh the screen once. I'm sure it should work fine because it's working fine for others. Yes, crystal clear. KV girl. Yes, everyone. Paramjeet. Yes, Pragati, Ashok. All right. Great. This is clear. Sanskriti, Defina. Yes. Any polygons are there with sum up to 360 degree? Yes, of course. From Mukta, four-sided polygons. Quadrilateral. They sum up to 360 degree. Right. All right. Let's move ahead now. So till now we talked about the interior angles of a triangle. Now we'll talk about the exterior angles of a triangle. So in exterior also there are angles which are lying. Like you can see this triangle over here. Now let's see the exterior. Yes, Radhika, that is different. It's an interesting story, a mystery. But yes, after class, you can go and Google this. You will find a lot of stories. Now, look at this. So here we have an exterior angle which is formed between this extended side, right, and this side AC. We can see an exterior. Angle is formed outside the triangle. That's the exterior angle. Like ACD is the exterior angle for this triangle ABC. Similarly, if you see, there are total 6 exterior angles. How? An exterior angle is here. Another one is here. It's here. It's here. It's here. In total, 6 exterior angles are there. Come on, quickly give me. First tell me if this is clear. How we are forming 6 exterior angles over here. Yes? Yes, Prisha, you are right. How are we forming 6 exterior angles? Yes, Bilva Sai, Harsh. Yes, KV girl, and Ritika, Radhika. So Radhika, see here 6 exterior angles are formed. Now you see here, if I extend this, if I'm extending this, I've extended this side and between this side, one angle is formed, right? First angle is formed here. Let's mark this as 1. Another angle you can see extend this side and this side over here. Here another angle is formed. It is always formed between one side of the triangle and one extended side of the triangle, right? Now look here, I extend this one, yes, and this is the side of the triangle. Angle is formed here, this is third angle. Now if I extend this one and this is one side, this angle 4 is formed here. Yes, Radhika, I hope this is clear now. This is fifth angle, this is sixth. Six exterior angles are formed here. Yes, by extending the line, right, Gopi? One interior and exterior angle is equals to 180 degrees. Yes. Yes, Dhaval. Absolutely, you can say that the sum of one interior and its adjacent exterior, it has to be adjacent exterior, would be 180, because you see, if I'm talking about this angle, let's say if I'm talking about this angle 1 and this interior angle over here, right? So they are on a straight line. Their sum will anyways be 180 degree. Every time they will be on a straight line, but they have to be the adjacent angles. Remember this thing, right? Whenever they are adjacent, they will always form 180 degrees, right? Yes, they are supplementary. Right, Harsh? You can say that as well. This is clear to everyone. No doubt still here. Shall I move ahead? Yes, you have to give me thumbs ups. Yes, ma'am, you can move ahead. This is clear to us. Correct, Pramudha. You can say linear pair also. That is also correct. Supplementary linear pair, 180 degree sum. Yes, Defina, Harsh. OFC. Crystal clear. Great. Let's move ahead to the next one. So till now we saw the sum of exterior angles, right? Here we learned that there are 6 exterior angles. Now let's see how we can visualize it. So we know one thing. We know one thing that an exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. We have heard of this property, right? So here, like, we know that this exterior angle ACD, this is the exterior angle ACD, right? This is in the exterior. You can see one side is extended, one is the side of the triangle. This is equal to the sum of interior opposite angle. That means you do not have to pick the adjacent one. Pick the ones which are not adjacent to it. So these are the two angles which are the opposite to it. So we know that an exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. Yes. Now, but we already know this thing. But now let's visualize this. How do we say that? Now if I keep these angles here, I've added angle BAC and angle ABC, and I've kept angle ACD here. Now let's see if these angles actually overlap with each other. Let's see that. Yes, we can see that they are completely overlapping with each other. So we can say that sum of two interior opposite angles is going to be equals to the exterior angle. Yes, any doubts? Yes, Bilbasai, you have posted one doubt in the Google form. Yes, you can keep posting your doubts. Very soon we will be coming up with a live solving session. We will accumulate those questions in our sessions. Yes, Dilip, KV girl, you want me to explain again? Daksh, all right. So here, first of all, tell me, are you aware of this property? An exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. Mukesh, supplementary angles means their sum is 180 degree. Yes, KV girl is saying yes, you are aware of this. So here the same thing we are doing. We have written this angle plus this angle is equal to ACD, right? We are aware of this property, but we are trying to visualize it. So what we did here is, what we are doing here is, we are taking these two angles, this angle, right? And we club them together. And here we have this ACD. Now we are trying to check out, are these angles actually overlapping with each other? If they overlap, that means definitely the sum of two interior opposite angles is equal to the exterior angle. See that they are completely overlapping with each other. Right, Niyara? Yes, KV girl, I hope this is clear. Dilip, Daksh, any doubts still here? Ayushi, clear, yes? Okay, you want me to take class on constructions, like somebody was asking, I saw in the comments a couple of seconds before. So construction, do you want to learn how to draw angles or how to measure angles? What it is? What are you actually looking for? Yes, till here it's clear. Yes, Radhika, Niyara, Harsh, green signal, good. No doubts, Pramukta. Algebra, don't worry, we'll come up with that very soon. But for constructions, how to construct triangles. What else? How to construct angles as well, like how to measure angles, constructions and drawings. Okay, so don't worry, we will come up with a session wherein we will explain you how to construct angles, how to measure them. Yes, don't worry about that. All right, for now, let's focus on this session. Yes, let's try out a few questions. We have discussed a lot of concepts till now. This is a very interesting one. Try this out. If the exterior angle for a triangle is an acute angle, then the triangle will be an dash triangle. Okay, when we are talking about exterior angle of a triangle is an acute angle. I'll show you two ways to do it, right? Everybody is saying B, obtuse angle. Okay, let's suppose we know that sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Let's say these are the three angles of a triangle. Their sum is 180 degree. It says exterior angle is an acute angle, right? And let's suppose here I have taken three angles A, B and C, right? Sum of all the angles. And if let's say exterior angle, that is C, it's less than 180 degrees. Or let me show you another simpler way. Think about it. Logically, if you see, if I make an acute angle triangle, this is an acute angle triangle. If I draw exterior angle, yes, you can see every time the exterior angle over here is obtuse. So obviously this we cannot use because question says exterior angle has to be acute. If I draw a right angle triangle here, in case a right angle triangle, wherever you extend it, right? Here if I extend this one, exterior angle is obtuse from, it's obtuse. Here it is 90 degree. If you extend from here, it's again obtuse. So I cannot use this also because question is mentioning exterior angle has to be acute. If I draw an obtuse angle triangle, sorry for my drawing. If I draw an obtuse angle triangle, now if you try to extend this, it's an acute angle. Now exterior angle is acute. It is only possible when the triangle is obtuse angle. So option B, that's the right answer. Yes, Bilva Sai, obtuse angle, not acute angled. Triangle has to be obtuse angled, then only it is possible that exterior angle would be acute. Think about this also, because every time when you see, you only said that exterior angle and its adjacent angle, their sum is 180 degree. So if one is acute, other one would be, yes, obtuse in that case. Yes, that's B. You all gave the right answer. All right, let's move ahead now. So now we'll be talking about the specific triangles based on the sides, based on their angles. First is the equilateral triangle. Okay. Equilateral, equi means equal, lateral means sides. When all the sides in a triangle are equal and so their corresponding angles will also be equal. Like here all these sides are equal, AB, BC, AC. So their corresponding angles in that case, right, they will also be equal. So all the three angles are going to be equal in this case, right? That means I can say that angle A would be equals to angle B would be equal to angle C. You can see that all the three angles over here are overlapping. See in this animation. Yes. Correct. When all the angles are same, yes, it's an equilateral triangle. Each angle is of 60 degrees. All of the angles are acute. Yes, with word equal, you can remember this. Now let's talk about the isosceles triangle. So in a triangle, when two sides are of equal length, any two sides, yes, so we call it an isosceles triangle. And the sides which are opposite, the angles which are opposite to those sides will also be equal. Like you can see over here in this animation, right? Here AB and AC are equal, but BC is not equal. So here the angles which are opposite to them, both of them are green. They will also be equal. Yes, Abhishek, that's correct. That's the area for equilateral triangle. Yes, base angles are equal. Reason being these sides are equal. Let's say it is this way. Let me change it for you so that you should have this clarity. Let's suppose these two sides are equal. So now which angles are going to be equal? This time the angles which are opposite to these. So the angle which is opposite to this side AB, that is this angle C. Angle which is opposite to this side BC, that is this angle A. So angle A and angle C are going to be equal in that case. Depending which two sides are equal, their opposite angles will be equal. Yes? Yes, Pragati. Right. I hope this is clear. But still, Pragati, I would suggest you that please subscribe to the channel. You hit the bell icon. You keep getting notifications about like timing of the sessions and type of sessions that we have. Correct. This is clear. Whenever two sides are equal, their opposite angles we have to make equal. Right. Another thing I can tell you, don't get confused here. Whenever two sides are equal, there is an angle which is formed in between them. You don't have to pick that angle. Pick the other two angles. They will always be equal. Right? The angle will be formed between them. Do not pick that angle. Pick the other angles that are there. Crystal clear. Great. Let's move ahead. Let's try out a question. So ABC is an isosceles triangle. AB is equal to BC. AB is equal to BC. That means what? That means I just told you that their opposite angles would be equal. This angle B and angle C will be equal. Then the exterior angle Y is equal to what? Yes, try this out. Now question is clearly specifying these sides are equal, so their opposite angles are going to be equal, angle B and angle C. I'm sorry, AB is equal to BC. This is AB, this is BC. We cannot take the angle which is in between them. That means angle A and angle C are going to be equal. Right, angle A is equal to angle C. Now, we need to build up a relationship between this angle Y. Everybody is saying B, B, B. Okay, let's see how. Now this is an exterior angle. We know that exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. Do not pick the angle which is right adjacent to it. Pick the ones which are there in the triangle. That's equals to angle A plus angle B. Similarly here, angle Y, I can replace this angle A with angle C plus angle B. And if you see angle C plus angle B, they are equal to their sum is equal to angle X, because an exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. So yes, in that case, both of them, they have got the same thing on the right side. I can say that angle Y would be equal to angle X. B is the right option. Yes. Yes, Pragati. It's great that you have subscribed the channel. Yes, Bilva Sai, Sagar, you are correct. Yes, Prisha, Harsh. Clear? Yes, everyone. Daksh, Gopi. All right, let's move ahead to the next question. The angles X and Y are dashed respectively. Quickly try this out and tell me. It's a very simple one. Now you know the properties. Yes, some people are saying they could not understand the previous one. Okay, I'm going back till the time you can try out this one. So in the previous one, question says that AB and AC are equal. AB and BC are equal. These are equal. So their opposite angles are what? They are going to be angle A and angle C. This is equal. This is the given information. Question is saying what is exterior angle Y going to be? Is going to be equal to? So an exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. What are its opposite angles? Angle A and angle B. Just write down here. Y is equals to angle A plus angle B. Similarly, angle X. This is also an exterior angle. What are its interior opposite angles? Angle B and angle C. Simply write angle X is equals to angle B and angle C. Now you know one thing, angle A is equals to angle C. Can I replace here angle A with angle C? Yes. Now you can see that both of them have got same thing on the right side. So they both are going to be equal. That is why it is equals to angle X. Yes. I hope Daksh this is clear. Dilip, whomsoever had a doubt here in this question. I can see that others have answered the next question also. That's good. But just let me know first if this is clear. The previous one. Yes, everyone. No doubt still here. Bilva Sai. Yes. KV Girl. Ritika. Dilip. Yes, Pramugdha. This is clear. Ritika. Yes. Prisha. Dilip. All right. This is clear. And for this one, yes, I saw that everybody is saying it's 60 degree and 120 degree. Reason being, you know that there are multiple ways to solve this question. Either you can apply angle sum property first. You will get X as 60 degree. Using linear pair, you can find this out. That's going to be 180 degree. Or you can use the exterior angle property as well. Answer is going to be same, 60 degree and 120 degrees. Yes, you all are correct. Simple question. So till now, we have talked about a lot of concepts. Now let's move ahead to the next one. Another property, that sum of the length of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Okay, now look at this triangle in this picture. Here the two sides AB and BC. Sum of the lengths of any two sides of the triangle will always be greater than the third side. I can say that AB plus BC is greater than AC. Or you can say it this way also, that BC plus BA is greater than CA. Same thing. It's just that we are just writing it in a different way, right? But always remember, in a triangle, sum of any two sides of a triangle will always be greater than the third side. Sum of any two angles? No. Sum of any two sides, we say that. Not angles, Ritika. Right? We're talking about length of two sides here. Yes? So we have understood this concept. Let's move ahead now. Now, we all know about right angle triangles, right? So, like you can see in this picture, a right angle triangle is formed here. This angle B over here is 90 degree. And this ABC is a right angle triangle where AC is the hypotenuse, right? Hypotenuse is basically the longest side of a right angle triangle. This is the side which is always opposite to the 90 degree angle. You can see here, the side is opposite to the 90 degree angle. And these AB and BC are its two legs. Yes, Harsh, you guessed it right. We will be talking about the Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras property, which states that the sum of the squares of other two sides is equal to the square of its hypotenuse. That means the square of hypotenuse will always be equal to the sum of squares of, always be equal to the is equal to perpendicular square and base square. Yes. So many names, you see. I've got a sharp memory, yeah? You are using different IDs and you tell me, ma'am, no, my actual name is this. Please address me by this name. Alright, so now let's see the proof of this Pythagoras property. We have been using it. We know that it's used at a lot of places. Yeah, Jinesh, new student, isn't it? Am I correct? Seeing your name first time over here. Yes, Jinesh? Thank you. Please subscribe the channel. The people who are new here, hit the bell icon so that you keep getting notifications for the upcoming sessions. Yes, everyone. So now let's see the proof of Pythagoras property. So this is a right angle triangle. And you can see it is 90 degree here. These are the side lengths A, B and C. Now let's do one thing. Let's draw squares on these sides with these length. Right? With length A, another square with B, another square with C. So here, if you see, this square has a side length A. So its area is going to be what? Area would be A square. This has a side length B. Its area is going to be what? B square. This has a side length C. Its area is going to be C square. If I add up the areas of these two squares, A square and B square, we say that it equals to the, that's what Pythagoras property says, that A square plus B square would be equal to C square. Let's see that if it is actually correct. If I try placing these two squares, the first one and the second one, in the third one, we can see that the first two squares exactly fits inside the third one. That means we can see here that the areas of the first two squares actually overlaps with the area of the third square, right? So we can say that A square plus B square is actually equals to C square. Yes, but properties are simple. See, don't mug up the properties. What we saw here, it is simple. On a triangle, let's suppose this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Let's make a square over here, right? All the side lengths 3, right? Area would be 3 square. Let's make another square over here. All the side lengths 4. Area would be 4 square. Let's make another square over here. All the side lengths 5. Area would be 5 square. You can also try this out. And then you just cut them and place them in the third, the bigger square. You would see that it will completely fill the area. Yes. So we can say that A square plus B square is equal to C square. Visualizations help you to understand better, right? So that's why we have kept these things, so that you can actually see the proof. You can actually visualize them. Yes, Ritika, there are going to be 5-6 properties, you can say that. Now let's try out a question on this. If AB is 5 centimeter, AC is 13 centimeter, find BC. You know that it's a right angle triangle. You can make use of the Pythagoras property. Yes, everyone, try this out. You can say that AB square plus BC square is going to be equal to AC square, right? Let's put everything here. 5 square, BC square we have to find out. Bilva Sai is saying it's going to be 8 centimeter. And AC is 13 square. So BC square is going to be 13 square minus 5 square. So BC square is 169 minus 25. That's going to be 144. What's the square root of 144? That's 12 centimeter. Bilva Sai, how come you are getting 8? That's 12 centimeter, right, Abhishek? Yes, everyone, this is clear. Gopi, not 16, it's going to be 12. 144, its square root is 12. I hope this is clear to everyone how to apply Pythagoras theorem on the questions. Yes? So till now we have discussed a lot of questions. So whatever concepts we had in this chapter, that is done. We discussed questions also. Now it's time to look at the formulas. Yes? This was simple, Mukesh. Yes, Defina? You have a doubt. Okay, let's go back. This is a simple one. We know that in right angle triangles, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Perpendicular square plus base square, that's equals to hypotenuse square. Yes. So we are just putting up all the values. Plus BC square equal to 13 square. So BC square is 13 square minus 5 square. Yes. That's going to be 169 minus 25. That gives you 144. You just have to take the square root of 144 then. That's going to be 12. I hope your doubt is clear. Defina? Yes, Prisha? Ma'am, means we have to add both the lengths? No, you cannot add them up. That's not correct. You have to find out their squares first, simplify them, then take the square root. Yes, now let's quickly take a look at the formula sheet. All right, all right. So here, these are the topics that we have. Angle sum property, exterior angle property, equilateral and isosceles triangle, sum of lengths of two sides of a triangle, right angle triangle, Pythagoras property. All this we have discussed. Let's quickly take a look. We talked about angle sum property, right? That sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. And when we place them together, we saw that it forms a semicircle. That means it is 180 degrees. Now, exterior angle property, we know that sum of two interior opposite angles is equal to the exterior angle. We saw these angles were actually overlapping, right? We visualized it. Understood? Great. Paramjiv, please, I think you're new here. Please subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon. You would keep getting notifications. Though usually, yes, the timings are same, but sometime there might be changes. It's better you subscribe it. Yes? All right. Equilateral triangle, we talked about this, that all the side lengths are equal, all the angles are equal. We talked about isosceles triangle, that two side lengths would be equal and their opposite angles will be equal. Please do not make a mistake here, right? It's not that always base angles would be equal. Depending which two sides are equal, their opposite angles are going to be equal. Next, we talk about that in a triangle, sum of the lengths of any two sides would always be greater than the third side. It always happens. It is a property of triangle. Then we talked about the right angle triangle and their Pythagoras property, that there is the longest side, that is the hypotenuse. It is always opposite to the 90 degree. And we also learned that the perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. So all these topics we covered today. We just not covered these topics, we visualized them, right? We actually saw them, why this is actually happening. We saw the reasons, we tried out the questions, and I hope that whatever we discussed today, it's crystal clear. Yes, you understood it well. Yes, it's like a summary of the session. Now, opposite means, which is opposite, adjacent means the neighboring one, right? Yes. Now, I think it goes without saying that we got you covered. So many sessions we planned for you from every Monday to Friday to make you exam ready. And something interesting is coming up, 14th August 2022. Be ready for it. A lot of you have made so many guesses. Some of you were very close to it. But yes, we will be announcing that on 7th August. Yes. And there is a dedicated community, Telegram community for 6 to 8 graders. Link is there in the description. Quickly go join it if you haven't yet. Every Friday, 3 p.m. you can ask your teachers. They will be coming live 3 p.m. And homework poll quizzes are there. Participate and win special mentions and goodies from BYJU'S. You know the surprise. How come you know the surprise? Yeah? Keep guessing it. You don't want me to go. That's so sweet of you. So quickly hit the like button, share it with your friends also in your school groups as well. And do not forget to subscribe. Yes, everyone. Quickly subscribe the channel, the students who are new here. Thank you, Pragati. Yes, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon. Yes, everyone. So, downloading formula sheet, see, you will get the PDF of this session, right? In the via Telegram channel. I hope, Dilip, you have joined the Telegram channel. If you haven't joined it, link is there in the description. Link is there for ANTHE as well. Please register for it if you haven't yet. Thank you, Defina. All right. So I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.